गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकायै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। बद्धे वितनुते भक्तिं मूर्खमावर्तय श्रुतिं यत्कृपात्वमहं वन्दे श्री मदन गोपालकं प्रभु। जय गौर जय निताय। विलाप कुसुमांजलि। Flowers from the heart of Sri Tulasi Manjari, Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami, who always teaches us about our bhajan, sadhan, tyaga, how to sacrifice, how to focus our mind, how to focus our intelligence. Because our nature always trying to get something new. Most of the time, whenever we'll get something new, we're jumping. But Srila Das Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and all our Acharya, they teach us not to do that. First, we have to know what exactly we need for our bhajan, for our spiritual life. Which jnana, knowledge, is most essential for our life. Only to collect and store that contents, not everything. That is why Sanatana Goswami Pad, if you visit Radha Madan Mohan temple in Vrindavan and the Samadhi of Sanatana Goswami, behind of Sanatana Goswami's Samadhi, you will find another Samadhi. And it's written there, it's Grantha Samadhi, Samadhi of scriptures. After Sanatana Goswami, he elaborated Haribhakti Vilas. There are so many scriptures, manuscripts. It was not really essential for us, for jivas, mainly for the who is on bhakti path. Sometimes it will give us some problems, increase some doubts, confusions. So that's why he just makes samadhi of all scriptures and manuscripts there. One samadhi was also there in Radha Damodar temple. But before some years, maybe 15, 16 years before, they broke it. And you'll be surprised to know, from there, more than 15,000 manuscript was found from that Grantha Samadhi. And most of the manuscripts are like that. It is not essential for us. So, our Acharyas, 6 Goswamis, 8 Goswamis, by their life, they teaches us. Focus mind on the content, which is essential, very important for us. Not to everything. Maybe it's great knowledge, Maybe in another way, yoga for jnana, it's very high thoughts. But for bhaktas, there is nothing important. So, yoga and jnana is forbidden for us? No, not that. We can accept some part from there. And which we can accept, which part we can accept and how we can accept, it's already described in Haribhakti Vilas and other scriptures, other granthas. And that is why Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, about Uttama Bhakti, he mentioned this point. Anya Vilasita Shunyam Jnana Karma Danabritam Anu Kullena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhakti Uttama. What is Uttama Bhakti? Uttama Bhakti means very pure. Near to prema. Not exactly prema, but near to prema. Which is very deep and very high. So how that bhakti recognized? To see the lakshana, the signs. Anya vilasita shunyam. There will be no different or other desire. Only Krishna will be there. All my desire will be for Krishna and Srimati Radharani. Jnana karmadhanavritam. Now that point came. Your bhakti should not covered by jnana or bhakti. Rupa Goswami, he didn't say that you should not accept any part from jnana and yoga. He didn't say that if you are following jnana and yoga, then your bhakti will destroy. No, not that. Because in our practice, in our bhakti practice also, there are some parts which are accepted from jnana and yoga, like smaran, meditation, nyasa, pranayama. So they are the parts of jnana and yoga accepted by bhakti. In bhakti way. But Rupa Goswami, he said, it should not cover your bhakti. Be careful for that. Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, in that way, he teaches us about our sacred bhajan, not sadhan. Practice stage is very basic. Which lesson we got from Raghunath Das Goswami, that is bhajan, raganuga bhakti, sacrifice for Jugal Sarkar, sacrifice for Srimati Radharani, crying for service, dedication for that Sheva. So in that way, Raghunath Das Goswami, he teaches. By his life, by his own practice, and by his words. How he teaches us by his words? Bilapa Kusumanjali, one of them. And here we can see how he approaching. That time Raghunath Das Goswami, not he, that time he she. That means Tulasi Manjari. We must absorb in the mood of our Manjari Swarup if we really want to satisfy them. If you have that ego inside your mind and heart and intelligence also, we have to change our intelligence also. Otherwise, that intelligence will drive in another direction. My intelligence, I'm male. I change my mind. Now I am focusing on Manjari Swarup, but my intelligence pushing me, forcing me to think about that you are not female, you are male. So during our sadhana, we have to change our intelligence also, buddhi. Otherwise, it will give us problem. So everything, we must focus on that point for Srimati Radharani. Everything will be absorbed there in our sadhana. Very nicely said. And it will happen only by Guru Kripa, Bhakta Kripa, Vaishnava Kripa. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati Kriyatam. Yadi kutopi labhyate tatra laulyam api mulla mekalam janma koti shukritoir na labhyate. Just try to catch that heart. And here he used that word buy. Buying, just buy that. What heart, one heart, which is absorbed in Krishna Bhakti Rasa, completely absorbed, which is always there. Why? What is the importance to have it? The importance is only to see that by the influence of that heart, our heart also will be one day will absorb in Krishna Bhakti Rasa. Otherwise, it is not too impossible, not impossible, but quite impossible to be like that. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati Kriyatam. Try to have it, have that heart. That means devotee. You must have that special kripa from that devotee who is always absorbed in Krishna Bhakti Rasa. But the point is, when one is absorbed in Krishna Bhakti Rasa, so always his mind, his heart, his intelligence will be engaged in Krishna Seva. Isn't it? So why? You look at me. It's one kind of disturbance for him. If I'll ask something, if I'll say something, so it's one kind of disturbance for him. Then how I can buy? Then how I can have that heart? How I can get that kripa of that Vaishnava? Then says, Tatra lollam api mulla mekalam. You have not to say anything. You have not to pray to him. But you have to catch his attention. How? By your activities. Greed, lobha, lollam, lalasha. How much lobha you have in your heart to have his kripa. It's important. Narottam Das Thakur, He wanted to get initiation from Srila Lokanath Goswami. At the beginning, at first time, he asked, and Lokanath Goswami, he rejected. No. Just single word, one word, and that is no. Then Narottam Das Thakur never went in front of Lokanath Goswami. But we know he is the disciple of Lokanath Goswami. Narottam Das Thakur, disciple of Lokanath Goswami, Manjula Ali Manjari. How it's happened then? When Lokanath Goswami said no and never went Narottam Das Thakur in front of him to pray, how? He catches his attention. How? By his activities about Lobha. He started to do seva of Lokanath Prabhu, but not to show to him. Always he clean that kutir, that surroundings of the kutir, where he will go for toilet and everything. So before Lokanath Prabhu, he will wake up, Narottam Das Thakur, he will clean that place, he will arrange water there, everything. He will bring fruits and he will keep it in front of the kutir. Lokanath Prabhu, he absorbed in his bhajan. He absorbed in his bhajan, so he never looked about this. But one day, maybe Srimati Radharani, she posed about that. Maybe Srimati Radharani said, "Hey Lokanath, ever you have seen how your surroundings is very clean, from where that flower plants came? Ever you have think about this? Ever you have searched how your toilet place is clean every day?" Maybe Srimati Radharani forcefully she sent that in the heart of Lokanath Prabhu. Arise that question. Really? Who is doing this all? Every day, same, but no one is there. Okay, I have to see, I have to check it. One day, Lokanath Prabhu, he wake up, more earlier time, and he went to that place. He found Narottam Das Thakur, he is doing everything. And it's all the activities. Because it's happening long days, since long days. So that's why it's melt the heart of Lokanath Prabhu. Oh Narottam, you are doing this every day? Narottam Das Thakur, he was silent. Completely silent. His face was down to the ground. Because his Gurudev in front of him and asking, "You are doing this seva?" Lokanath Prabhu said, "Okay, I'll give you only you initiation." So in that way, lolom, greed, when we can show that great lova to have that kripa of a Vaishnava, Sri Gurudev, then we can get it, otherwise not. First, we have to catch that attention from Sri Gurudev, then from Srimati Radharani. Then from Srimati Radharani. In same way. And we can see all this teaching, how we can catch that attention of Srimati Radharani, Raghunath Das Goswami, he showed us, he teaches us all the point by his life, in his life and in his words, by the words. Like Bilap Kusmanjali, Stavavali, all these, all the words from his heart. Only to catch the attention of Srimati Radharani. So here in Bilapa Kusmanjali, he is offering her puja to the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, and now first he is following the process. First Guru Puja. Tvam Rupa Manjari Shakhi Prathita Pureshmin Pungsha Parasya Badanang Nahi Pasyasiti Bimbadhare Kshatam Anagata Bhartikaya Yatte Vyadhayi Kimutat Shuka Pungavena. Hey Rupa Manjari. They are the friends. Rupa Manjari is little bit senior Manjari of Tulasi Manjari, Guru Rupa Manjari. But by mood, by the relation, they are friend. Very intimate friends. So one intimate friend is asking to others to make some fun. Hey Rupa, we know, all of us, we know you are very chaste in your life. And also your husband is not here. Anagata Vartrikaya. Here also something we have to know. Why Rupa Manjari, Tulasi Manjari, she did not say that your loving husband or your love, because we know in our life we are calling to our wives or husbands with sweet name. Because for us, our love is wife or husband, if married people. Sweetheart, my love. So many words. Why Tulasi Manjari, she did not use such words for the husband of Rupa Manjari? Why he said Vartrikaya? Vartrikaya means who is Bharta? Bharta is who is taking care. For husband, there is so many words. For wives, in Sanskrit and Bengali, there is so many words. Swami, husband. Bharta, husband. But every name is different meaning. Bharta means he is also husband, who is taking care. Swami, he is Lord of everything for my life, for wife. Swami. Here Tulasi Manjari, she used this word Bharta because for the Sakhis and Manjaris who are married, because in Manjaris there is also some Manjaris, they are not married, and in Sakhis also we know that. In Rasa Leela it's mentioned. Krishna, he had some Sakhis and Vilabhet who are not married. They are unmarried and very little age. Who actually performed that Katyayani Brata? Hemante Prathme Mashinanda Brajakumarika Charur Habishang Bhunjanam Kattaya Chanabratam. But who are married, for them their husband is not Swami for them. Their husband is not Lord for their life, Lord for everything for their life. Their husband only Bharta. Their husband is not loving one, not sweetheart for their life. For Manjaris and Sakhis, there is only one sweetheart, and he is Krishna. So that's why, for Sakhis and Manjaris, their husband is only Bharta, who are just taking care. Who are just taking care. That's why Tulasi Manjari mentioned here, Bharta. Not Swami, not other word. Hey Rupa. And Bharta, he is taking care, that means he married. So he has some authority. He can do this with his wife. If she want or not, it is not so important. He can do. He can do with his wife. So maybe husband came and he did this. So that's why Tulasi Manjari asked, hey Rupa, only your husband can do that. I can see there is love bite on your lips. Your husband can do that. But now your husband is not here. And it's happened only to say, I can feel it's very recent. Maybe just now it's happened. So maybe now she start to make some fun. Maybe your lips are really very beautiful and very deep red. So maybe some Sukhabakhi, he misunderstood about your lips. He thought it's a fruit like pomegranate, open pomegranate, because the skin of pomegranate not so red. But when it will open, then it will look at lips. So maybe that Sukhabakhi, he misunderstood this. To see your lips, he thought it's pomegranate or so. Maybe he bite. But we know all the Sukhabakhi here. We know all the Sukhabakhi here. Please tell me, who is that Sukhabakhi? What was the fun here? All the Sukhabakhi is known for the Manjaris and Sakhis, they know, but not by the name. Not by the name. Only Sukasari. They have name, special name for Srimati Radharani, but not everyone. So Tulasi Manjari, is Tulasi Manjari mentioned about that Krishna? For Krishna? That Sukhabakhi is Krishna? Is it? Yes, is it. Tulasi Manjari mentioned about Krishna, but how it's happened? There is some special mood, I said before, for the Manjaris. Sprishati yadi mukunda radhikam tatsakhi bhavati bapushi kampa shved romancha baspam adhara madhu mudasya chet pivatyesha jatnad bhavati vata tadasam mattata chitrametat. In Govinda Lilamrita, very nicely described about that mood. It is said that if Sri Govinda, who is the Vallabha, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Here Govinda is not the controller of the cows. Goshu bindate iti Govinda. Go means gopi. Go means our indriyas, that means senses. Go means this universe. But here Govinda is who is Gopi Janavallabha. So that Govinda, who is accepted by all the Sakhis and Manjaris as their supreme love, maybe in different way. Some Sakhis, who is Krishna Snehadika, they want direct Anga-Sanga from Krishna. They want Krishna with them secretly. Who is Samasnehadika, Lalita, Vishakha, Indulekha, all those Sakhis and some others. Some of them, they have love for Krishna, but they are really not expressing that love in front of others. It's hidden in their heart. But they have some love for Krishna separately. And Radha Snehadika, they have also love for Krishna, but through Srimati Radharani. And it's not hidden. It's not hidden in their heart, like Samasnehadika Sakhis. They can say very clearly to Krishna, yes, I love you. I have love for you. But I want that love through Srimati Radharani. I want to enjoy you through Srimati Radharani, not direct from you. So, what is happening with them? What is happening with them? Govinda Lilamrita says, Sprishati yadi mukunda radhikam. If Sri Krishna, he touched Srimati Radharani, then what has happened? So Srimati Radharani will get, according to the mood on that situation, according to the mood on that situation, some pleasure will appear. And it will shown by others also. Goosebumps, sweating, savoring. So that romancha, swed, kampa, pulak, feeling of happiness, so everything will be shown by others who is in front of them. Whenever Krishna touches Srimati Radharani, so Srimati will get some pleasure. Maybe she is in mana position, she is angry, that time also. So that is why the Sakhis, mainly Lalita and Vishakha, they know that. If Krishna touches Srimati Radharani, then she cannot keep her anger anymore. So mainly Lalita Sakhi, when Krishna will do some mistake, and not a little mistake, always Krishna's mistakes are very big. So when Srimati Radharani will get that position of her mana, angry, so mainly Lalita Sakhi, she will not allow Krishna to touch Srimati Radharani. Go. No. Keep distance, please. Because if Krishna will touch Srimati Radharani, she will not keep her anger anymore. So that's why Lalita Sakhi and some other Sakhis who is in favor of Srimati Radharani, They are not allowing Krishna to touch her. Any situation, whenever Srimati will get touch from Krishna, sometimes that touch is coming through the voice or words of Krishna. Not directly. Krishna has not to touch directly to Srimati Radharani. He can touch her by her sweet voice, by her flutes, by his flutes, and by his tricky words, loving words. He can touch. Krishna can touch. And that also Sakhis, mainly Lalita Sakhis, in nowadays. So whenever Krishna will start to say something, talk with me, please talk with me, not to Radhe, don't disturb her. Lalita Sakhi, she is trying to divert, not to say anything to Srimati Radharani, otherwise she cannot keep her anger anymore. Krishna has some special tricks about that. He is very expert. But all the situation, in any way, if Krishna touches Srimati Radharani, it will go to the Manjaris. Wherever, whenever Krishna will touch this, touch Srimati Radharani, that pleasure will go to Manjaris 100 times more than Srimati Radharani. So what has happened? Maybe Krishna touched Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani, that there is some special mood of Srimati Radharani. It is that Kilakinchita mood. But when we'll listen, very soon that Raya Ramananda Sangbad will publish. Very soon you will get that book. And I describe what is Kilakinchita mood there and how it's appeared. So when Srimati Radharani will get that Kilakinchita mood, there is anger, there is some special mood, some pleasure. So everything is mixed there. So same thing is happening with Manjaris. Krishna didn't touch the Manjaris, he touched Srimati Radharani. Maybe the Manjaris in different place and they are engaged in different duties. Then also they will get that feelings, that pleasure. In their heart and body also, they start to sometimes sweat. Sometimes because of that pleasure, they will start to dance. Sometimes because of that pleasure, Ananda Astru, they will start to cry. Sometimes they are savoring. And whenever adharam adhamadhumudasya chet pivatyesha yatnad bhavati vata tadasan mattata chitrametat. Now Krishna is more intimate in Rahani Kunja. And Srimati Radharani is not in her anger. Srimati Radharani also that time she surrendered to Krishna. She wants something. She wants something from Krishna, but she is not expressing it by words. But Krishna got that desire of Srimati Radharani. He embraced and he started to kiss her lips. How? Yatnad bhavati, in very sweet way. In very sweet way, in Rasa Shastra, there is so many types of kissing are described. All the kisses, according to the mood, are very important. In which situation, where, how to kiss to loving one. It's very nicely described, and Krishna is very expert about Rasa Shastra. He knows all those tricks better than anyone. And Krishna, he got that. How Srimati Radharani want right now. So he embraced Srimati Radharani. By his hands, he makes some garland. He's saying, Radhe, I have no flowers here. But sometimes I have seen, I listen that some of my friends, they are comparing sometimes my hands with that branch of the creeper which is full of flowers. So that's why I have no flowers here. But you know, Radhe, I want to offer one very beautiful garland to you. So now I have no flower, but I have that branches which is full of flowers, my hands. So he embraced Srimati Radharani in that way. To grow her that desire, you know. In love making, sometimes words are very important. Expression are very important in love making. If one is know all those tricks, so he can satisfy in the highest position. And Krishna knows this. Radhe, maybe you like it. Radhe, the face of Srimati Radharani becomes very red. She's shy, very shy. She cannot say anything, any words. She was silent. Yes, I know you love it. Why you are so far from me? If one is embracing other, if there is any distance or gap between them, then also Krishna says, why you are so far from me? Please come near to me. Maybe the garland is so long, that's why you are so far. So I am making the garland short. So he is trying to close it. The garland is big now, and now the garland is going short. Too short. They are chased in one point. There is no gap. Not even air can enter. Srimati Radharani on the top position offers very special mood. What says keeping only to enjoy Krishna. She's on the top by this word and expression. Love making of Krishna, she's on the top of that position. Radha, you know, only to see your face, I can remember the very beautiful flowers which is full of honey. And I know, where is that honey? Because the honey of the flowers is not everywhere in the flower. It is on the center point. So Radha, please allow me to taste that honey from that center point of your flowers, face flower, Badana Pushpa. So I want to taste that honey. And I found that center point, Radha, that is your lips. That is your lips. The center point of your face flower, Badana Pushpa, Badana Kamal. And that Kamal is not normal Kamal. It's 1,000 petals. Face is, one face, how is big? That is not so big. And Srimati Radharani's face is not so big. Teenage girl, very small face. But Krishna is comparing that face with 1,000 petal lotus. So where is that 1,000 petals? Here, all the drops of sweat which is falling down from her face because of that love making. It's not so hot there that for that Srimati Radharani is sweating. No, not for that. That hot situation appeared for Krishna. Krishna made this, so she is sweating. That all the drops of her sweat, which is falling down from his face, from her face, every one is petal of lotus. The eyes, the hairs, ears, everything, all the part of her face is different petals. But the center point, Karnika, is her lips. Where the honey is. So, Krishna, he started to taste that honey from that center point. Krishna entered all the leaves of Srimati Radharani in his mouth. Krishna got that intoxication. But at the same time, from Krishna, Srimati Radharani also got that intoxication of Sri Krishna Badana Kamal. Both are lotus faced. Both are drinking, both are tasting honeys from their face. Srimati Radharani tasting honey of Sri Krishna lotus face, and Sri Krishna is tasting that honey from Srimati Radharani's lotus face. Both are now intoxicated. But what has happened? That intoxication goes to the Manjaris. Goes to the all Manjaris. Jatnad bhavati vato tad asam mattata chitrame. That intoxication, because they are in the secret place. Rahani Kunja. Sakhis, they cannot see this. No one other can see this. But how Sakhis and other Manjaris, other Sakhis, everyone will know that they are in very deep, intimate meeting. They look at the Manjaris. Chitrametat. It is shown to the Manjaris. Look, all the Manjaris got that intoxication. That means now Krishna is there. Srimati Radharani, here they make love. Chitrametat. This word, if you say like cinema, what is happening? They will look at the Manjaris and they will imagine, oh, Manjaris got that intoxication, that means it is happening there in Rahani Kunja. Tulasi Manjari, she wanted to show us that she mentioned about that point. What's happened? She wanted to ask not about Rupa Manjari, about the meeting of Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna. Oh Rupa, you have that love bite on your lips. So that means maybe Krishna did this with Srimati Radharani. How it's happened? Please tell me. It was not happened with you, I know that very well. But how it's happened with Srimati Radharani? Please tell me. But what's happened there? Sri Rupa Manjari, she arranged their meeting. There is not so much Sakhis and other Manjaris. Very few Sakhis and Manjaris are there. And their meeting point, a very sacred cave of Giriraj. Giriraj Guhabhantare, a very sacred place and a very beautiful place. Because Manjaris, they are always searching the very beautiful places to arrange the meeting of Sri Radha Govinda. Different places. We know only some Kunja's name. But not only that their meeting place. Manjaris, they are always trying to search a new place to give them more pleasure. So Rupa Manjari, she found one very sacred place. And she took them there. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows. Only Rupa Manjari knows that. And there is some special holes, like windows, from where the air will go and the Manjari can see. So, Rupa Manjari, she invited Krishna and Srimati Radharani. You know, there is a very beautiful place. In Giriraj Govardhana. Maybe he wanted to serve you, Krishna. Maybe he wanted to serve both of you. So that's why I found a very beautiful cave there for your meeting. Radhe, I'm telling you, only you and your Prananath, Pranabalbha, Sri Krishna will be there, no one other. I'll not allow anyone there. Okay? And actually they want such places where nobody will be there. Only very, very intimate somewhere. Manjaris. Because so many things is happening with them. If Sakhi will know that, they will start to make fun. Srimati Radharani, she will be silent in front of them. They will ask, Sakhis will ask, hey Radhe, how it's happened? What you have done? What Krishna has done with you? Why your dress is not okay? Why your hair is not okay? Everything is disordered. So Srimati Radharani cannot give them answer. If she want to give them answer, then she has to say everything what's happened inside that kunja. But she cannot. How one can just explain their secret meeting? So both of them, Krishna always want, Sakhis will be not there, only some Manjaris. And Srimati also want that. But she cannot say this to Sakhis because they are very intimate friend. She cannot say Lalita, go away. She cannot say Vishakha, go away. Because all the time they will be with Srimati Radharani. So how she can say only the time of Sri Krishna's meeting that go away, go away. But in her mind, in her heart, desire is that no one will be there. Rupa Manjari says, I will not allow anyone there. Srimati said, okay. So Rupa Manjari, she took them there in the cave of Giriraja Govardhan. No one is there, so both of them, they are very free. Srimati Radharani, she has some fear about the Sakhis. What Sakhis will say. So now no Sakhis are here. So both of them, they are free. And both of them, they are on their top mood. Rupa Manjari, she just placed them there in the cave. Okay, Radhe, now I'm going out. If you need something, call me. I'm there, outside of Kunja, outside of cave. Okay. She arranged everything, Rupa Manjari. Because she is very expert about seva. Very beautiful fruits is there, food is there, water is there, very beautiful bed is there. So everything is in favor. Both of them, they enter in the kunja. And they start their love making. Now Srimati Radharani, she is without any fear of Sakhis. Now she start her controlling to Krishna in love making. Vijayini. There Raghunath Das Goswami used that word. Now in the position in this game, Srimati Radharani on the leading position. She is controlling everything. And Krishna, yes, he is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. Yes, Krishna is the great lover. Krishna knows everything about Rasa Kala, the tricks of all love making. He knows very well. But now, Srimati Radharani is superior than Krishna. She is controlling now everything. She is on the leading position. So, Krishna is really, he cannot control Srimati Radharani. He cannot control Srimati Radharani. Anytime Krishna will be defeated by her. And Rupa Manjari, she was watching. So Krishna start to control Srimati Radharani. He is trying to control Srimati Radharani and he makes some sign of love bite on her lips. He just took the lips of Srimati Radharani in his mouth that she cannot say anything. He embraced Srimati Radharani very close. There is no space to enter here also. And he made that love bite on the lips of Srimati Radharani and it's appeared on the lips of Sri Rupa. Because it's very natural, normal. If something happened with Srimati Radharani, it will appear on the Manjaris also. And it's appeared there. From inside, Srimati Radharani, she was shivering, sweating. And outside, Rupa Manjari, she was shivering, sweating. She was feeling that. She was watching. To make their meeting more higher, she started to sing some very sweet song, a romantic song. And she got the training of that romantic song from Srimati Radharani. Not from any others, from Srimati Radharani. On that mood, she was shivering, she was sweating, she was feeling that pleasure. She cannot control herself. So she started to sing that romantic song. And that song has speciality. Maybe she's singing from outside, but that song is playing only inside the kunja. From outside, no one can hear that. It's very special. The singing process, the melody of that song, the words of that song, she got from Srimati Radharani. So she started to sing to make their love more higher. And it works. It works. Now by Srimati Radharani, Krishna is a vivasha. You cannot say just paralyzed, no. It's under control of Srimati Radharani, completely intoxicated. How one person after drinking so much alcohol, she will lose her control. He's also looking like paralyzed person. So it's same thing happened with Sri Krishna. When Srimati Radharani, she started to just offer by herself. Now Krishna is not drinking the honey of Srimati Radharani. Radharani is offering her honey to Krishna to make him under control of her. And when Srimati Radharani, it's called Radha Cheshtita. When Krishna, he wanted to catch the mind and heart of the gopis, and he wanted to call them. So that time he's playing his flute. That is not normal. That flute known as Krishna Cheshtitam. In Venu Geet, from Venu Geet, we can get this word, that word of Krishna Cheshtitam. And only to hear that flute, Krishna Cheshtita, all the gopis, they'll get that same intoxication. And when Srimati Radharani will do that with Krishna, that process known as Radha Cheshtita. Now Srimati Radharani want to control Sri Krishna and she is doing that. So Krishna is completely under control of Srimati Radharani. He lost his own control of his own body. Krishna closed his eyes. His whole body is sweating, and Srimati Radharani, now, she defeated Krishna in love making. From outside Sri Rupa Manjari, she was drinking that sweetness. Manjari's pleasure. It is the pleasure of Manjaris. They are really drinking. They are not drinking water. When they are thirsty, they are not drinking water. They are drinking that sweetness of their meeting of Sri Radha Govinda. So, Rupa Manjari, she was drinking that sweetness. Suddenly, it came to her mind, oh, where is Tulasi? Where is Tulasi? Tulasi must see this. Very beautiful love making. It's never happened before. She will enjoy this. I must call Tulasi. So, Rupa Manjari was searching Tulasi Manjari, and suddenly Tulasi Manjari also came in front of Rupa Manjari, and they are meeting. Tulasi Manjari found that love bite on the lips of Sri Rupa Manjari. Only to see that love bite, that sign, Tulasi Manjari got that point. Oh, what is happening, Rupa, there? What is happening? Maybe they are very beautiful love making. Yes, Tulasi. It's never happened before. I never seen such scene, such love making between them. Nobody is there. Please come with me. Now Srimati Radharani on the controlling position. Please come with me. Always you have seen Krishna is controlling everything. But now Srimati Radharani is controlling Krishna. And Krishna lost his consciousness. Really? So both of them ran to the Nikunja. Again to that cave, it was caved before, but by Rupa Manjari it turns to Kunja, very beautiful Kunja. Giri Govardhan Kunja. We know Betas Kunja, we know Malati Kunja, we know another Kunjas. But now it's Giri Govardhan Kunja. Rupa Manjari, she decorated. So both of them, Tulasi Manjari and Rupa Manjari, both of them ran to that Kunja. They wanted to see that, both of them. Because if they cannot share to each other, Rashika, that is the nature of Rashika. Who is Rashik Jan? If they will taste something very beautiful cooking, very beautiful sweet, very beautiful another things, if they will taste, so they want to share this with another Rashik. Then they will happy. But if he is not Rashik like me, then they will enjoy only themselves. If I'll get some very beautiful soup, I will not share. I'll take this whole box. I'll eat this. I'll not share to anyone. But they are Rashikini, Rupa Manjari. She was enjoying that beautiful sweetness, that sweet rasa of their meeting. So she is Rashikini. She wanted to share that sweetness to another Rashikini, Tulasi Manjari. So both of them, they ran to Kunja. There is some place, long. They need some time because they are not male, isn't it? They cannot jump or they cannot do. They are teenage girls, small girls, so they will take time. They need some time to go near to the Kunja. So the devotees, we can see next when they will be there. So we have to wait for this until next evening, tomorrow evening. What they will see when they will be there in the Kunja. Again, Tulasi Manjari will describe this. So there is very beautiful story behind that love bite. What will happen next? Tulasi Manjari will say to us tomorrow evening. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now